You are listening to The Investor's Guide to Scorpio Ranch and Phoenix Bloom by Sasha Wallace. Narrated for you by Sasha Wallace. Donations to paypal.me/Bloom Healing. Inquiries bloomhealing22@gmail.com. The locations of the Home Tree Farm Eco Villages are Sunsite Ranches in Arizona and Gunsight Ranches in Texas. Chapter 5. The Masterplan. This chapter is separated into two parts. Part 1, generating the Everybody Anywhere energy plan, and Part 2, generating the Home Tree Farm energy plan. We're going to look at Part 1 first. Each plan is contained on one page, yet it underpins the energy of all the subjects in the entire book, giving you a summary of how each section interweaves with another section. Each page or each plan on a page starts at the bottom and looks like a stepped pyramid of layers or levels or steps that are building on the previous ones below. Each set of steps also relates to a chamber in the pyramid, and that is the outcome or magical benefits that we receive when we explore each of the steps of the pyramid. So let's start now. We're looking at the generating the Everybody Anywhere energy plan. Basically, simple terms, it does what it says on the tin. This is a set of steps that we can all do wherever we are in the world, wherever we are in our lives, and whatever kind of access to resources we have, there is something here for everybody. So starting at the bottom, looking at reducing CO2, which is our carbon emissions, and greenhouse gases, or GHGs. The first level says, undeveloped land per acre holds a base value for CO2 offsetting carbon emissions. The next one above is woodland or forested land with trees holds a higher value still as CO2 carbon storage. And then reforestation and afforestation, planting of trees, earns a higher value over a longer growth period. The next chamber is food production and potential multiple income streams from your land, which has existential benefits for improving your mental health and your well-being at the same time. Building on the previous layer, we can find that if we combine CO2 offsetting projects with CO2 removal and capture projects, this counts as carbon removal offsets, such as planting a food forest builds on the previous levels and adds food sustainability for people and wildlife. The next level, creating or restoring a natural habitat or water source to support wildlife or marine life. And the next step, accessing the next chamber as well, harnessing natural sources of energy to power our homes, our businesses, our vehicles, and our lifestyles, which reduces impact on local power grids that rely on fossil fuels that harm our planet. Starting with growing flowers for bees and other pollinators, and taking this further to managing a beehive and making honey. Next level would be rainwater harvesting, meaning capturing rainfall and reusing it around garden and home. And then looking at green leases for solar and wind farms. If you need land to generate energy such as this is something that we can offer you at Scorpio Ranch. The next level is using solar panels to create energy for light, heat, water, electricity, ventilation, cooking, gardening, power tools, generators, air conditioning, and medical equipment, to name just a few. Taking this further, the next chamber talks about home maintenance and off-grid management, which effectively means that the energy stored in solar panels and your electric vehicles can be transferred into rechargeable battery cells and offloaded to provide power to your home in an emergency. This extends to the chamber of your community as well, community sustenance. The power you produce in surplus can be sold back to the grid or shared to other homes and your neighbours. It could even support a whole neighbourhood. So this takes us on to the next pyramid, or the next plan on a page. Part 2. Generating the Home Tree Farm Energy Plan. And again, it starts at the bottom of the page, or even can be considered building on the pyramid from the previous page, but always starting with the blue arrows at the bottom. So this is now the aims and objectives that we at Home Tree Farm hope to achieve by building on the ideas of the previous energy plan, but taking it into a more bespoke structure and sustainability approach for our properties. So starting at the bottom, we've got CO to go, carbon reduction, and we have instilled protection over natural areas of habitat for wildlife on previous hunting land and hunting ground, with the aim to develop a wildlife sanctuary. Our next commitment will be an afforestation project, planting trees in virgin land. The first forest will be Eastwood Forest in Texas, and our second forest will be Westwood Forest in Arizona. The next chamber talks about our Noah's Ark, Home Tree Farm, and what we hope to produce, what we hope to grow and cultivate, and the areas that we hope to extend into when it comes to animals and animal care and treatment. Hence the name Our Noah's Ark. And we also have Home Tree Farm produce, and the animals went in 2 by 2. We will be planting and growing an abundant food forest bursting with vegetables, fruits and herb varieties, and our Home Tree Farm aims to sustain itself initially, and also our rest stops, our rustic canteen, and our well-stocked tuck shop. And potentially in the future, when it becomes sustainable, we may well also have our own produce for sale. So looking at the next section focused on our animals, the chamber is the animals went in 2 by 2, that connection with our Noah's Ark, because we're going to be offering animal rescue, animal whispering, and Magna Wave massage therapy for horses, cats, and dogs and other animals, as well as having registration for military service animals and service assistance animals, and emotional support animals, otherwise known as ESA. Within animal care and treatment, we are going to be offering a fully staffed veterinary clinic and horse stables and equestrian therapy, which is horse therapy for humans, and also a full safari ranger team. Building on that, we are going to be having the Wolfpack Pet Shop, specially for our animal friends, two-legged, four-legged, and feathered, scaly, and furry included. We will be selling high-quality pet food and pet farming supplies, and this will be for our restaurant and for sale in our cat cafe and doggy diner. So while your canine or feline friend is enjoying some rustic treats that don't go dry in the heat, you can be sitting down to look at our food menu. There will be an entrance fee to use our eco villages and to access our green spaces, but once inside you will find lots of places to sit down and enjoy the Wolfpack rest stop and pet shop, and also lots of outdoor seating in under shady canopies, and picnic tables for wildlife watching and safari tours, and our ATV trails and mountain biking and hiking trails, as well as enjoying our solar powered fairy lit lounges for stargazing as the sun goes down to enjoy the incredible dark skies above. If you'd like to stay with us, we will have accommodation options for rent. You can either bring your own tent and RV and stay in our campground and or our RV park. And also you can rent a tent with our rent a tent pitches and our free PTPs. And we will also have some Airbnb style cabanas for you to enjoy. And you will be able to pay it forward and help out another soul for every night purchased. This will pay for a free night's sleep for someone who needs a safe space. And that is the top of the page of the Home Tree Farm Energy Plan. You have been listening to The Investor's Guide to Scorpio Ranch and Phoenix Bloom by Sasha Wallace. Narrated for you by Sasha Wallace. Donations, paypal.me/Bloom Healing. Inquiries, bloomhealing22@gmail.com. The locations of the Home Tree Farm Eco Villages are Sunsite Ranches in Arizona and Gunsight Ranches in Texas. We can't wait to see you soon. Thank you.